This is a shirt of cocaine. Cool shirt. That's my brother. My brother made it. LA Cartel.
Your brother makes good shirts.
Your brother makes good stuff.
Yeah, he got a cease and desist letter. There's a band called Beverly Kills, and they're suing him for the Beverly Kills hat that he makes. But I told him, but you're not. It's not like your label. It's something under the umbrella of the LA Cartel image. And he's like, yeah, but he's like, I'm not gonna with cease and desist letters.
No, and that makes a lot of sense. There's no reason to.
No,
it sucks that they would do that because obviously this band is.
They're blowing up apparently.
Oh, really?
So their lawyers were like,
I've never even heard of them.
Yeah, I guess they're starting to finally. I guess they got picked up by a label or something like that, and so therefore
there are almost as many labels as there are bands.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. How many of our friends are like, I signed with Instagram Records. That's not even a thing.
But it will be soon.
I think somebody got mad at us because they have a Well That Happened YouTube as well.
Yeah,
and they commented.
some little kid, some like 12-year-old wrote is like, get your own page, and I ignored him.
So I see that we have Tony.
Oh, it's Tony Dang
Yeah.
from Tea Time with Tea.
Tea Time with Tea.
We got Tony Dang.
I like that
sort of in
picture.
the house.
That's a very good picture, but it's kind of creeping me out
Well, what's funny is it's signed by all of Tea Time with Tea,
on his photo.
but it's his headshot.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That is really good.
So, Tony, you're with us in spirit.
That's brilliant. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start signing other people's pictures.
Go for it.
From now on, that's all I'm gonna do.
You're gonna go into the restaurants and have all the celebrity photos. You're gonna start signing them. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm signing the photo.
Yeah.
Warning: the following podcast contains language not suitable for younger listeners. You have been warned.
Now beamed from the fortified bunker below Culver City, California, this is Well, That Happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is another fine week. You lucky devil, you are here with us. Well, that happened. Jeffrey Potts, how you doing, baby?
Todd Elliott, sir, I'm good. How are you?
Pretty fantastic. I'm a little groggy, but I'm doing pretty well. Say, Renderos. Oh, man, what's the word?
The word of the week is ass jacket. It's when you tie your hoodie around your waist, cover up that booty.
I used to do that when I was younger, you know.
Yes, no, I still do.
Yeah, because
Especially at work.
Well,
you have to, because there's just so many. The weather changes so much in LA. You know, it's warm during the day, and then at night it comes.
Oh, yeah. Last night it was 40 degrees, I think, by around 12 a.m.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. Like, my dad was like, "You're not cold," because they brought my kids to me because they were taking care of them when we went out last night, and I was like, "No, I'm good, man. I'm cool."
Yeah.
40 isn't cold. It's not like what's happening in New York and Ohio and Illinois
Right.
and whatnot right
The
now.
cocaine storm.
That is madness.
Cocaine storm 2016.
Our buddy John Miller Instagrammed us a picture of his ruler stuck in the snow. It was 13 inches after the very first day.
Wow.
I was like,
man.
that's fantastic.
I'm so glad we live in California.
Yeah, they were expecting 16 inches more on top of that as
Yeah.
the storm
God.
progresses. Yeah, it's a fun time to be on the East Coast.
Sam, have you ever been through a snowstorm like that?
No, the worst I've ever been through is going up to Mount Wilson, and
Was there like an inch and a half of snow?
He's never seen
no,
snow.
it comes down. You know, it was during actually one of the rainy seasons during El Nino. It was a big storm, so my dad thought, let's go down to the mountains, and we went to Mount Baldy. It was if you went past a certain point on the mountain, it went from, hey, there's actual snow falling in a nice gentle form, like, you know, you expect to be like the kid sticking your tongue out trying to catch it. And we went further on, and it was like a sideways, harsh, like it's hitting you on the side, and you're like, holy. This is what people deal with on the East Coast, because I'm not doing it. Let's go back down the mountain, guys. Back down the mountain.
Did you freak out?
No, I didn't freak out, but it hurt because we got out of the car. Because like, oh man, look at all this snow, and you get out and it's just like hitting you in the face. It's like somebody threw glass at you, and you're just like,
Yeah.
glass,
Well,
glass.
the snow is little chunks of ice.
Yeah.
That's our childhood.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. At least you get to escape it. You're like, okay, I've had enough. I'm out.
Back
No,
to
we had
66 degrees of
We had to
witness.
deal with that like 3 months, 5 months.
I
Right.
lived-
And when you're a kid, your parents like, nope, go shovel the walk.
Right?
Yep.
And you're like, no, it sucks out there. And like, you want to play in it? And I'm like, no, not today.
I
I'm
liked
not
it.
going out there.
I liked it up until I lived next to the lake in Chicago, and then the wind and ice was so harsh. I got blown into a building, like straight through a spinny door and into the wrong building. I wasn't intending to go to
Wow.
class there.
What are you made of paper?
I used to be lighter than I am now.
I wish I had seen that.
Oh my gosh.
I would love to see somebody get blown in through a door.
I
In
got
fact,
blown
I'm going
in
to
through a
find a
door.
place where it is super windy and just build a revolving door into a room full of nothing. So as people go walking by, they just get blown in.
Right?
That'd be pretty sweet. That'd be pretty sweet.
cool.
Videotape them. Yeah, that's a good time. So what's been happening this week, kids?
Well, last night, Saturday, we went to the Edison downtown to celebrate our very good friend Brian Magram's birthday. He turned 40 years old,
Friend of the show.
or 40 years young, depending on how you want to look at it.
He turned 27, he told me, and he looks 15, so.
Okay, cool. Good to know. And we went down there, and it's a very nice club.
Yeah, it's pretty classy. It's a pretty classy joint. They have a dress code. You have to wear collared shirts, slacks. No shorts, no jeans, no sweatpants.
No, I mean, when Brian's friend was talking about when he arrived at the Edison, there was guys wearing nice suits. Like, you could tell they were really nice suits, but they were wearing, like, Miami Vice style, the T-shirt.
Oh,
And
no.
the bouncer goes, "You're not wearing a collared shirt." And he's like, "Well, this is like an Armani." And the bouncer's like, "Get out of here."
When we got there, when
That's
Jeff
pretty
and I
sweet.
got there, we there was this girl being turned away because she had nice jeans, but in a nice shirt. But he's
Yeah.
like, no, get out.
I got these at Abercrombie. You have to let me in.
Yeah, they
Well,
sent a whole group away.
We looked fly. Like our group looked pretty fly. I was proud of us.
I was concerned that I forgot I didn't
Cleaned
wear a
up
tie,
nice.
so because I was like, I don't really want to wear a tie. I don't like the
Something that's like a noose.
Yeah.
That's why you haven't been married yet.
That's true.
Yeah.
But so I was like, we were walking up there, and the group in front of us got turned away. I was like going, oh shit, I don't wear a tie. Oh god, I hope I don't get turned away.
No, he didn't.
No, you didn't. You made it in. I was
You
like,
made it
"Oh,
in.
you made it in."
You got past the first line of security.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lucky devil,
I
you.
wasn't taking any risks. I put on my suit, tie, the whole nine. I went all out. I was like, no, I'm not gonna get turned away. There's no way you're turning this away, sir.
No, they wouldn't.
No.
They wouldn't. There's no way.
I was looking very classy. I mean, there was women smiling at me. Tammy was like, "What are you doing? Stop smiling back and saying hello to these women." I'm like, I can't help it. I'm like, they want to talk to me. What am I supposed to do?
True.
Am I supposed to deny them the pleasure of hearing the sound of my voice entering their earbuds and getting them moist? Wow, that went real far.
Well, that's why they're all wearing ass jackets by the time the night was over.
That's right.
Well done.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, it was a fun time.
No, it was a good time. I was very glad to introduce my wife to the gimlet because every time we go out, she's always like, I don't know what I like. She used to drink vodka cranberries when we were in college, and she got completely burned out on those. She doesn't like them anymore. Can't even stomach them anymore because she's had so many of them. And I didn't want to order a margarita at this place because it was so nice and it didn't seem like a margarita type establishment. So we ordered her the vodka gimlet, which she apparently fell madly in love with, and just started throwing them back to the point where the bartender was buying her drinks at one point in the evening, which was pretty sweet.
That's funny.
She was.
What is a gimlet? Just so that
I
in case you haven't at home. No.
can't remember.
It's got vodka.
It's got
It's got pieces of Gimli from the
Sour.
Lord of the Rings in there.
I'm pretty sure it is vodka, Rose's lime juice, something else. But it's vodka and Rose's lime and one more thing. It is 5 parts gin, 1 part simple syrup, and 1 part sweetened lime juice. So Rose's lime juice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Though my wife was drinking the vodka gimlets, not the gin gimlets.
I don't know if I'd like that one.
It actually was a pretty good drink. I had some of Heather's gimlet. She offered some because I had offered her some Scrimshaw Pilsner from North Coast. Delicious beer.
Yeah, that's a good beer.
Yeah.
Did you guys? Obviously, you did. But you remember the burlesque show? There was a
Yes.
burlesque show.
Oh,
It
yes.
was pretty sweet. These
There
girls
were
were
two.
pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
They looked good. They were nice dancers. The whole time I kept thinking of Tanya though, my friend Tanya, because she loves doing the burlesque and she's a choreographer, and I think she would have fit in nicely with these girls and really pepped them up quite a bit.
Yeah, no, they were really. I've never been to a burlesque show, so it was very
Oh,
nice.
you don't know what you're missing.
I could only imagine. It's just, you know what the thing is?
There's more nudity than what
I
we
know
saw,
that
but-
with a traditional burlesque show, yes, there is more nudity. They strip down to pasties and stuff like that. I just never really was like, yeah, I'm gonna go check that kind of stuff out. It's not my thing.
I went to one where they pretty much all they danced to was Muse. So you would have liked that show.
Dude, I would have loved that
You'd have
show.
been like, yes, boobs and Muse.
Boobs and Muse.
There you go.
All right. Let's move on.
Let's move on. Ready? We set?
Yep.
What the hell are you guys doing?
Pinky's up.
Pinky's up, bitch.
That's right. It's now time for Pinky's up. Jeff lies. That doesn't make any sense at all. Jeff is going to lie to you. You figure it out.
It's time for Jeff Lies and WTH. Every single week I'm going to bring to you 4 news articles. 1 is real, the other 3 I have made up. It is the job of my co-hosts here and you at home to figure out which one is the real article. This week's theme is going to be called Winter Wonderland because of the snows happening on the east. If you're snowed in, you get to listen to Well That Happened this week.
Binge listen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amy Elliott.
Thank you. That was awesome. I shared your post because it was awesome. Anyway, okay, so here we go. Winter Wonderland. Article number 1. Park police finally removed that snow penis, so someone replaced it with an even bigger one. Article 2. 4 hurt in annual snowball fight. Article 3. Want a smooth surface? Use snow, say scientists. Article 4. Snowman hunt saddens area children. Those are the news articles. Tell me which one is the real article. Todd.
I'm a little disappointed in this particular picking, Jeff. I don't know why. It doesn't ring out like your normals. Your normals?
Well,
your normals.
I did it really quick.
Normalancy. All right. Well, I'm going to actually go with the number 3, which is the want a smooth surface, use snow, say scientists, because I know what all those words mean when they're put together in that sentence. No idea what you're talking about, so that's probably true.
Okay. All right. Sam, which one do you think is the real article?
There's one thing that I like is sad children. Disappointing them, preparing them for adulthood, letting them know that it only gets worse. Let's go with Snowman Hunt Saddens Area Children.
Okay, doke.
Nice.
Haley, which one do you think is the real article?
Well, I'm wondering with the snowman hunt if they lost the snowman or if it's people lining up and executing a snowman or what. But I think I'm going to go with 1. Park police finally removed that snow penis, so someone replaced it with an even bigger one. That just, when I was in college, that's all people did was make snow penises. I lived on the 23rd floor of my building, look out the parking lot, somebody made a giant penis in the parking lot.
My favorite part about that article or the headline that you wrote is finally.
Finally.
Officials, finally.
Well, and
Whew, that was a long winter.
All right, so you all agree that 4 hurt in annual snowball fight is a lie, and that article is a lie. So
although
People get hurt in snowball fights all the time, kids.
it's true, I've done it
it's true.
many times.
Yep.
I have intentionally hurt people, namely my brother, because that's what you do when you're
Because you
brothers.
take ice and roll it
Yeah.
up in some snow and launch it.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
feel badly
Cody.
about that now, Trent. I'm sorry. I'm glad your teeth finally came back in.
They're the baby teeth, so it was fine. It was going to be fine. All right.
Dentures.
All right, so let's go with article number 4. Snowman hunt saddens area children. This article is a lie.
Damn it.
Sorry, Sam. I'm sorry I made that one up. Yeah, I was thinking that, like people built snowmen around their neighborhood and that they went along and just started knocking them over. And called
Oh,
it
see,
snowman
I
hunt.
pictured like this huge execution style where they lined them up, put blindfolds on them, and just shot them down with shotguns.
Yeah, I was thinking something slightly more innocent and holy Christ.
I pictured more like the drink and shoot from Wolf Cop,
Very
where like it was an annual tradition for this whatever town where everyone just went out and got loaded in the middle of the night and shot snowmen.
Right?
I think it sounds like fun.
That's how I thought about it. I thought they built snowmen in their woods, and they let everybody go, and they're like, just light up the snowmen. And they filled them in with cherry flavored icy inside the center, so when you blow up the snowman, there's nothing but like just red slushy coming out of it.
Oh, so it'd get all hot and they'd have to wear ass jackets.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Nice. All right, so Article 3. Want a smooth surface? Use snow, say scientists. This article is a lie. I made
Yay!
that one up.
I
So-
finally won.
Haley, well done. Yes, park police finally removed that snow penis, so someone replaced it with an even bigger one.
Those dicks.
So here is the original picture of the snow penis.
Mm-hmm.
And then here is the new one.
Oh my God.
Goodness.
It is huge. Someone went to a lot of trouble to make a very large snow penis. And so
Where did this take place?
this happened in Gothenburg Park, and that is in, I want to say, Sweden. I wrote it down.
Someplace where it snows all the time.
Yeah.
So finally actually is applicable.
Yeah, so it took them a while to break, it's a smaller one on a lake, and they finally got it wiped away, and then someone came along a day after and just was like, I'm going to make a giant
That's
penis.
hilarious.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you wipe a dick. It just gets bigger, and then,
That's true.
you're in a whole load of trouble.
Well done.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That's a good story.
That was good.
All right. That has been Jeff Lies and WTH. How'd you do? Tell us.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
That's right. You can check us out, wellthathappenedpodcast.com, or comment the link, the comment bar down below.
Move on.
Let's move on.
Every week, there are people in the world that have done something egregious, something terrible, something awful, and something for which they deserve to get their ass kicked.
Indeed.
That's why we, here at WTH, offer the service of letting you, Joe Public and Joe Baker, know who needs to get their ass kicked. Jeffrey Potts, tell us the rules.
All right. So each host has 1 minute on the clock to present their nominee for some ass kickery. Rule number 2 is that no host can vote for themselves. Rule number 3 is that there will be no dead children, kids, etc. Let's keep this kind of light. And rule number 4, if you don't like who you think we choose should get their ass kicked, let us know. Tell us who you think it should be.
That's right. There are contact links at wellthathappenedpodcast.com, or you can comment right below. Before we get started into the ass kicking, Joe Baker commented apparently.
Oh, yeah. I think Joe Baker is nominating you guys to get your asses
What?
kicked. Yeah, because first of all, this is what he says. First of all, you asked us to cast our vote, and I did last week, but you did not count my vote. I think he voted for you, Todd, which you already had won. So,
Yeah.
but I am sure I would have changed I'm not sure if I would have changed the outcome. Just saying. In the other news, Sophia Loren is still hot, as far as I know. Last I saw, Faye Dunaway, of course, I would still make sweet love to Carrie Fisher because she is Princess Leia. I want to vote for Lucas to get his ass kicked.
Yep.
And that guy. This is really long, Joe.
Joe is living in a hotel in Pasadena.
Oh, you can't go kicking asses of the people who are sober, and...
Yes, you can.
Or I read that wrong. You can't go kicking the asses of sober people. That's what he said. You need them to drive you home, plus you're drunk. The sober guy will kick your ass unless he's vegan.
Yeah, well,
All right.
Thank you,
That
Joe,
makes
for
sense.
that
Thanks.
in-depth.
Joe's unfortunately got not a whole lot to do right now with his time because he's living in a hotel in Pasadena because that nasty gas leak up in Porter Ranch.
Yeah.
So for all you other people living in a hotel because of Porter Ranch, listen to Well That Happened.
Binge listen. Watch.
Binge, listen, and watch.
All right, so who's going to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
I'm prepped and ready.
Todd,
I'm locked and
Elliot,
loaded.
are you ready?
No. Oh, wait, I just said I was. So
Yeah.
I guess I can't go back on that one.
On your mark, get set, ass kicked.
All right, this week I would like to nominate Normandy Casino of Gardena to get their ass kicked. This is a casino, and so naturally they're there to take money from people who are there playing games. Now, if you're going into a casino and you're playing games, you know that they're going to take money from you. However, when you are the winner, it is your responsibility to report it to the feds. Normandy Casino has set up a system where they have been helping high rollers hide their winnings. So essentially what's happening is if you go into Normandy Casino as a high roller, which means you're rich to begin with, and you win big, they will help you hide their winnings. Normandy Casino has pled guilty, and they are having to forfeit $1.3 million
Wow.
in back taxes, and they have to turn in all the names of these people. So not only do they try to hide this from the taxes, and these people that are earning money left, right, and center and are already rich, they then turned him in.
All right.
That is time. Wow. So they're already being punished, is what you're saying. Okay. Just
I'm saying
not in my head.
They are being ratty. They're being rats.
They've turned into.
They're being
not
rats.
only were they shitty to begin with, they're now turned into rat things.
All right.
Yeah.
Rat things.
What was that?
I don't know. Something in the bunker is loose.
It's the ghost.
It's a mole rat. All right.
I'll go next.
All right.
Jeffrey Potts is going to go next.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Potts, are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure you're ready?
Indeed, I am.
I'm going to ask you 3 times.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Indeed.
All right, then you had better ass kick.
All right. I think Killeen Independent School District needs its ass kicked. This is a school district in Texas. So what happened was Anthony Rillis, he's a 15-year-old, and he saw his 8th grade classmate. She was having a problem. She was having an asthmatic attack. And so the teacher sent an email to the school nurse. And after 3 minutes, the school nurse still hadn't gotten back to tell the students what to do. So Anthony was like, well, after this, I'm taking my friend to the nurse's office. So he picked her up and walked her over down to the nurse's office where she was able to get help. Now, the school district is now suspending this kid for helping to save this girl's life. So,
Wow.
this school district seriously needs its ass kicked because this kid, yes, he broke the rules because he didn't do what the teacher said, but he did it to save a girl's life because the person was not coming in contact. So, you know what? It's case by case. Get off your fucking high horse, and you're going to get your ass kicked.
Yeah, I'd agree with you on that.
Well done.
How do I stop this?
Hey,
Red button in
Todd.
the center.
Right over Sam, there's a counter, right?
I was helping.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
Oh, it's my turn. That's right.
Sam Renderos?
I am.
Yes, you Yes, you are.
Duh.
Ass kick.
All right, the person who needs her ass kicked this week is the Russian lady who had such a heavy accent that I couldn't understand what you were saying. I was at work, and she comes up to me and starts asking me questions about something she's trying to locate. She had such a bad accent that I could not understand anything. I did help her find waffles, though. And then she was asking me, where do you find the cunny? And I was like, excuse me? The cunny. The cunny. And I was like, I don't know. It's much heavier than what I'm portraying. I didn't know. She got frustrated with me, walked off, and my other coworker helped her out. And he goes, it's honey. And he, sounds out for me like, oh, she was looking for honey. Oh, man. There's a lot of cunny going around this store right now. But the fact of the matter is, as he's telling me what it was, she's walking by giving me the death stare.
She gave you the Luigi death stare?
Yeah, she gave me that mobster, no one's going to find you kind of death stare. And I'm like, you f***ing bitch. I help you out.
There you go.
All right, and there you go.
Wow.
Perfect.
Well done.
All right, I guess he's keeping my phone.
You don't need that anymore.
No, I'm going to buy myself a new one today, actually.
Let's see, I told you didn't need it anymore.
Not wrong.
All right, so now we come to the voting segment. Since I went first, I'm going to vote first. I'm going to vote for Jeff. Because, look, this poor lady came into our country. Obviously, she's here. She's destitute. She comes from a third world ass place like Russia. And she needed help. And you would not help her.
I was trying to. But that's messed up. Listen, just...
No, you're
She
not.
wanted the cunny, man. Why can't you just
Yeah,
point it to
dude,
the cunny?
seriously, you...
I was just frustrated,
I'm sad. I'm sad for you.
How's
I'm
it my
sad
fault?
I'm sad for your heart.
How's
I'm
it
sad. I'm sad for the love that you no longer feel.
I don't feel love.
I know.
Sam, were you wearing an ass jacket at the time?
No, I was not. You're not allowed to wear ass jackets at the store.
At the place?
No, at the place
Really?
of business.
No,
They used to.
they've actually changed a lot of stuff. We used to be able to wear flannels, right?
Yeah.
Over top of your work t-shirts.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Now you have to wear them underneath.
Huh.
They want their work t-shirt. They want the uniform there.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I'm just saying that you used to be able, because if you had, the...
Stain in the back of your pants. You just want
Well,
to cover that up.
No, if you had, the sweater, because if you worked in and out of the area where it was really cold, like one would say the freezer, you
Yep.
and then if you were out working on the floor, I have to go back in the freezer, so you just kind of keep it on you.
No.
No. Now you got to
No.
tuck it down the front of your pants and just make it look really bulgy.
Oh,
It's just
nice.
a big old bulge right
That's
in
how it
the front
works.
of your pants.
So So now it's a cod piece. Then.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, cod piece is okay. Ass jacket's not.
Yeah, okay. Well,
It's the new dress code, man. I understand. No, I got to go for Jeff's story because, look, this kid helped this girl, and instead of being punished for it, he should have been rewarded for it, for thinking outside the box, for taking initiative, for taking matters into his own hands. This is the sort of thing that schools claim they want in their students. They want you to take initiative. They want you to think outside the box. But apparently they don't. They really, really want the nation's youth to just be mindless slaves that will not save themselves until someone in authority allows them to be saved. And that's terrible. So, yeah. Ass kicking for the school.
all right. I'm going to have to go with, Cunny searchers or rat finks?
Cunny searchers or rat
finks? I'm going to have to go with rat finks because, as we all know, that you should never rat on your friends. Even if you're doing illegal stuff, never rat on your friends.
Yep.
I think every mob movie out there, including Goodfellas, Haley, has taught us.
Yeah,
never rat on your friends. Although, Sam, again, she just wants some cunning.
Yeah, why
Give her the
why
cunning,
couldn't
man.
you help her, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, just...
Well, she should learn how to speak English.
Look
How about
at cunning. You got to find the cunning.
English. It's not that difficult. I mean, it
Sam,
is. Our language is messed up.
Help
I'm so
me
sorry.
find the cunning.
Oh my god.
The cunning.
That's
That
pretty-
is a terrible sound, by the way, in the headphones. It's so
All right,
bad.
and I am going to vote for Jeff because we have to support
Obviously.
a real American hero, and that kid is one. It was
Yeah.
America, correct?
Yes, in Texas.
No, of course. Good for this. Really?
Yeah.
And they still...
Well, they're all about rule breaking.
It's
dumb.
KISD, Killeen Independent School District in Texas. Yeah.
And in an independent school on top of that.
Yeah.
so
Obviously,
much-
they don't want independence.
No, they don't. They want to
No, that. Obviously, they need their ass kicked.
And what do you at home think? Let us know in the comments down below or wellthathappenedpodcast.com. Contact us. Let us know. We want to hear from you.
And with that being said, I'd like to throw this out there to you, our audience. We would like to try to introduce a new segment in the following weeks where we offer advice. You have done so much for us here at the show. You've listened, you've shared, you've done what we've asked. Now we want to help you. So if you're having a problem, if you're having a conundrum, if you have a question, let us know, and we will answer it, and we will give you advice poorly. I guarantee we'll help you, just not necessarily the help you want. It will be entertaining. Let us know if you have any questions, any problems. Click the link, write a comment. We'd love to hear from you.
Joe Baker, you know where it is.
Poorly answered questions.
Poorly answered questions. Boys, I'd say we had a pretty good show this week.
Yeah, no, it's
Nicely done. It was quick and to the point. A little tired, but things are happening. It was a fun week. We kicking a school district's ass. We learned about snow penises in Finland, Iceland, Norway.
Yeah, someplace like that.
Somewhere.
Either way, you saw a giant snow penis.
We learned that Sam has no heart.
Yeah.
Here we go. He's
No
not going to
heart.
help the Russians. It's sad.
Find the cunning.
Sad. Find the honey. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think. We look forward to seeing you next week.
Subscribe below if you want. Actually, no. Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
And with that, well, that happened.